are joined, my friends, by Angelo Fuscone, the inaugural winner of the Hollywood Poker Challenge here at the Hollywood Casino in Toledo, Ohio. Andrew, congratulations.
Angelo,
welcome.
Thank you.
That was a hell of a run there, huh?
Wow,
Down to 11 big blinds at one point in the final table.
It was just, I ran into the one bad hand, then I was just down the short stack, and I just said, you know what, just foot on the gas and didn't stop from there, just all in, and it worked out.
That was the hand of the tournament. Frankly, the Jack 9 and your two pair,
I raised in the cutoff. I raised in the cutoff with Jack 9 of hearts. Player to my left called on the button. The flop came Jack 4-3. I checked. He let out, and I flat called. Or no, I check raised him. I'm sorry.
Right.
I check raised him, and he flat called. The turn was another Jack. I checked again. He bet out. I jammed all in, and he instant called. He turned over Jack 10 of spades, and I had Jack 9. I'm like, oh, damn it. River came the Miracle 9. And you know what? I admit when I get lucky, and I sure did. And that was the turning point in the tournament.
Well, and the day one, you built up a hell of a chip stack for yourself.
You know what? I worked the stack again. I built it up, and then I was down a little bit, and then just built it up and got to just over the chip average. And I looked at the rest of the stack. I was like about 15th, 16th, coming in out of the 57. And I'm like, I can handle this.
Right.
And it was just an uphill climb all the way from there. Some downslides, and then got it right back up, and especially at the final table, downslide, got it back up, and then back to downside, and then. Phew.
So you come in via Chicago,
Yes.
to beautiful Toledo on this Labor Day weekend.
Yes. Beautiful downtown
You
Toledo, Ohio.
and your buddies from Chicago, Kirk,
Yes.
put you in this thing, and as part of the Windy City group.
I do want to acknowledge, something. I want to acknowledge Kirk Fowler. I want to thank him and the Windy City Poker Championship for putting me into the event, and also for a great charity, Shady Oaks Camp. I will be donating after taxes 30% of the winnings to Shady Oaks Camp for putting me in, as well as Windy City Poker Championship. This wouldn't have been possible. This really wouldn't have been possible. I've been playing poker for many, many moons, and I came close to an event 3 years ago and came in second, and now finally came.
Well, good for you.
And also another one I want to thank is, when we used to have Windy City, not Windy, I'm sorry, we used to have main event charity games. That's how we met. I met Kirk Fowler. I've known him for a long time. My other partner I've known for a long time, Yola Ramirez. This is for you.
There you
none
go.
None of this would be possible without you and without any of you. And I am just.
Well, you're spent. This has been a long couple of days of poker.
This has been amazing.
A nice little drive in, and now.
Yes,
now you get to.
Except a couple wrong turns, but yes, a nice little drive.
Yeah, Chicago's a mess right now. Let's face it, getting in and out of there around the border of
and
Indiana.
a lot of other ways, yes.
But for sure. But I'm tired, and all I've done is play cash games this weekend, so I can't imagine what it's like for you. But congratulations.
Thank you again, Dan.
It was a battle. I think, the chop that you worked in this thing was it was quite impressive, actually.
Yes.
I think your advisor, Kirk, put you in a really good spot to be able to take this thing down with that chop. And it just goes to show how important managing chops are in poker.
The deal has to be right. It's got to be right for you. It's got to work out. But you don't want to end up screwing yourself.
Well, yeah, and I think that deal gave you a lot of equity to just cut loose and play. And I personally, if I'm on the other side of that equation, I just never make that chop. If I'm going to chop and give up equity, I'm ending it right there. Right. Just done.
Well, at that point, when we did make the chop, I wasn't at the point where I was at. It was some short stacks, so I'm like, okay.
Right. No. If I'm you, I take that chop every day. And
right.
I think I told
And if
told
it
your
works out like it
rail
did-
at the time, that's a huge advantage for you, and I think it allowed you to be very aggressive at the table and just basically take over the tournament
It does
from
make a
that
difference.
forward.
It does
Yeah,
make a
because
difference.
at that point, you just stepped in and just sort of basically just ran over the tournament. You
'Cause there
ran a
was no
little bit
chop.
good, but
If there was
you
no
didn't-
chop and playing for first, it would make a difference because there's definitely a pay lead
Right.
between first
It-
and
it-
what in essence was second place money for chopping. So.
right, which is it's good for everybody. It's good for poker. I mean, when spreading the money about and doing it, but it is the way that it worked out was very artful and skillful, and it's one of the benefits of having a rail in a tournament like this. I mean, you guys were together and that are watching out for making sure you're hydrated and all these things. Those are important things when you're playing a tournament, having people that are there in your corner. So,
Yes, and Kirk was there as well as my roommate Adam. He was there too, and it means a lot. It means more than you can imagine to have people in your. I've done
been
a lot
there,
of the
I
road
know.
trips.
I
I've been to LA and Vegas, and I didn't have a single soul, but I still kept trucking. But it does make a difference.
and there you have it. Signing off from the Hollywood Casino and the Hollywood Poker Challenge in Toledo, Ohio. My name is Dan Harkenrider. This is Division of Poker Radio. This is the champion. Go ahead. Angelo Fuscone.
Angelo Fuscone, and I shall be defending next year.